What's going on, family? It's Bashari Jones.
And I'm Kiana.
And welcome to KUWJ Live, the Love Cast.
Yes.
Keeping up with the Joneses.
Yes.
Where we are here to inspire.
Yes, we are.
We are here to empower.
Yes, we are.
We are here to educate.
Mm-hmm.
We are here to entertain.
But
most importantly,
yes,
we are here to celebrate couples from all walks of life, so that we can hear their love story. We can hear what is the glue that keeps them together.
Yes.
Okay, because everybody needs some inspiration. Marriage is not an easy thing. So it's great to hear from other couples from all walks of life so that we can hear different tips, different tools that are being used to keep marriages together. And today we have a very special couple.
Yes, we do.
Right, we got some family in the building.
We do have family in the house.
All right, so I'm going to let my wife introduce this couple, okay, because this is one of her family members from way back in the day.
Way back in the day. So yes, this is a very special couple. So we're not blood related, but our mothers are best friends, which makes us related through love and relationships, of course. And so to a lot of people, he's known as Kelly at home, but this is Mr. Kelvin Bean and his wonderful wife. And I always say it wrong too. I always say it wrong. So tell me the correct pronunciation.
Liquida Bean.
Yes, Liquida Bean.
Liquida Bean.
Yes, so we have the beans in the house. So today, the show is not called Keeping Up with the Joneses today.
Not.
What's it called today, baby?
Today's show is called Keeping Up with the Beans.
Keeping Up with the Beans. Yes.
All right. So, Mr. and Mrs. Bean.
Yes, the Beans.
Turn the spotlight on you guys.
Yes.
So where were you on August? No, I'm just So just share with the listeners, share with everybody how you guys met. We want to hear the origin story.
Yes.
We like origin stories because we've interviewed over a dozen couples already. And not one origin story has been the same.
Not one.
The mold, there is no mold. That's what we found out, is that there is no mold of how it's supposed to go. Everybody say, don't go to the club to meet well, we got a couple that's been married over 10 years and they met at the club, right?
They did.
So it's like, there is no mold. They say go to church, and then some marriages that you meet at church don't even work out, right? So go ahead and share. We had a couple that met at church.
We did.
And they've been married over 17 years.
Yes, they have.
So
yes, they have.
It all works, right? So go ahead and share with us your origin story, how this thing all started. Whoever wants to start, because the way usually what happens is that the fellas, we give our version, and then the woman come and give the real version. Right? Their version is always
my version is always true. That's how it is. So we met on blackplanet.com.
Oh my God, know they old.
They met,
I don't even know what Black Planet is.
Which that basically means they met on dial-up internet.
Black Planet. Oh, this is good. Okay.
This is interesting.
Me and my previous girlfriend, or baby mama, because she has all three of my other kids, we had broke up. So my brothers were already on like 10 different websites. Well, actually, at the time I think it was like 3. Like you got 100 now, but back then it was like and blackplanet.com was one of them. So it was like, well, you need to get on there. So I was like, I don't do online dating. He was like, well, go ahead, whatever. So I went on there, and then I started dating, and I realized like half the people you meet on there is not, like, I was getting catfish before there was catfishing. So I had met her online and we talked a few times. Then we didn't talk for like a few weeks, and then she reached back out and we started talking again. And we just kept going back and forth. I was like, okay, she seemed pretty cool. So her birthday was the first time I actually met her in person. It was the day after her 21st birthday. So she was like, well, my birthday is this weekend. Blah, blah. So she want me to come for your birthday? She goes, no. I was like, you want me to come for your birthday? She's like, no, I'm hanging with my family on my birthday. But you can come the day after. Because we're going to be partying that whole weekend. I was like, okay. And she was in Flint. I was in the D. So Detroit, for your listeners. not Dallas. Dallas is not the D. The D is Detroit.
I know that's right.
So I borrowed, I think it was my mom's car or my auntie's car. I borrowed somebody's car because I didn't have a car at the time. And I drove up there, which was about an hour away. And then she didn't want me to meet her at her house. So I had to meet her at a laundromat that was like around the corner from her house. So then her sister, and her cousin came by to pick me up or check me out to make sure I was safe enough to bring to the house.
Okay.
So, and she got already drinking. So I didn't know if she really realized who I was, what I looked like, or she already had the glazed eyes and I just looked good anyway. Don't know. I still don't know to this day. So we went back to the house, hung, it was cool. And then she was like, I had planned for us to go, we went bowling that night. So we went bowling, had a great time, dropped her back off, had a great time. She was like, okay. I was like, so you want to see me again? She's like, yeah, you can come back on Monday. This was Saturday. She's like, you can come back on Monday. I was like, all right. So, and that started.
She's very structured, huh? That's what's up. So is that how you remember it?
For the most part. For the most part. But yeah. So
how long did y'all messages clock when y'all was trying to message each other?
So it started, I messaged, I was the first to message him. Yeah, I messaged him in April. And I didn't get a reply back until March. No, I messaged him in March. I didn't get a reply back to April. You know, spring break.
That just threw me off.
Whatever. So I didn't get a message back. And then we messaged. We was talking through messages. And then he asked for my number then. We just started talking through the phone. And so that was from then till August is when I was actually felt comfortable enough for the actual meeting. And like you said, you want to come to my house. I had to have my family come. We had to meet somewhere real lit. You gotta make sure, because at that time I had some crazy experiences prior. And so, yeah. So he pretty much checked out. So he did our whole little
so you checked out, okay.
Yeah.
I can see.
So I was the first so that was the first in person.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
Cool. Nice.
Black Planet though.
Yeah.
Wow, that's back in the day, man.
Yes.
Like back.
That's the beginning of online dating, huh?
That was like one of the first social media platforms.
I think so. Yes.
Wow.
But it was back when what's the other website? Not Facebook, but the one way before Facebook.
MySpace.
Yeah,
MySpace
was hot.
No, it was before, but Black Planet was before.
Yeah, Black Planet was before.
No, I'm
MySpace,
saying, but
MySpace.
around that time, that's what.
Yeah.
That's what people still have MySpace and we're happy about.
Yeah. Right. MySpace was the Facebook
It was
of that time. Man, that's bringing back some memories.
I know. Yeah.
Long time. You couldn't even watch a video on MySpace. Man, all right. You barely listen to MP3 files. All right. So next is, how long did you guys date before the proposal, and how did the proposal go?
Yes.
Oh, we dated for a while because we didn't. So our dating was weird. So she lived in Flint. I lived in Detroit. So it was a lot of, at first, she would never come from Flint to Detroit. So I was always making a trip to Flint. So it would be once or twice a month I would see her. We weren't seeing each other all the time.
We didn't have no Facebook or no FaceTime or.
So from August to Thanksgiving, it was more of me going back and forth. And then after Thanksgiving to maybe I think it went all the way to Christmas. Then after Christmas, she started actually making a trip to Detroit.
At the same time, I was in school too.
Yeah.
So
her school was in Ferris State, which was even farther away.
Wow.
I was actually taking weekend trips. I would drive up. It was a whole day trip basically, because it would take me all day to get there. Spend the night, spend a little bit of time with her. I'd drive a bus all the way back just so I could be at work on Monday.
Wow.
So we did that for a while. So then once we went back and forth, we broke up a few times, yelled at each other and all that good stuff. Then she went to New York. We had stopped talking. She went to New York. And then after she came back from New York, her cousin and one of her artists, because at the time that's when they were running THR magazine, they came down to Texas. So from 01 to 03 to 11, for like 7 years, we just back and forth, here and there, see each other when we could, spend some time together. And then after that, she moved here. She moved here like 09, 07. So in 07, she was here. So I was flying back and forth from Detroit to Texas.
Wow.
Valentine's Day, her birthday.
Wow.
Right.
Any kind of special case type thing, I was flying back. So I was like 2 or 3 times a year I was flying to Texas. So then I told her like I think it was 10. I told her, I was like, look, I love you. I do. I really do. But yeah, I'm not flying back and forth anymore. And then she was like, well, if you really love me, you just move down here. I was like, yeah, I do really love you, but I don't want to move down here because, you know, I got 3
That's just
kids.
what women tell men. If you love me, you'll move down.
But
but he moved.
But at the time, I had 3 kids with another woman, so I was worried about my kids. So at first, I didn't want to, and then I was thinking like new opportunity. Maybe I can get some stability, and then I can get my kids. Because basically, at the time, I was just a weekend dad with my other kids because she had them through the week, I had them on the weekends. But I was like, well, if you add that up, that's the whole summer anyway. So if I get up for the summers, I still get the same amount of time with them, but all at once instead of just on the weekends. So I was like, well, it'll still work out. I just got to make it work. So I ended up doing that. But only reason, well, besides her, the main reason to come was to try just do something different. Because Michigan was declining as far as jobs and stuff like that. So even though my job was stable, the overtime was gone, which was where I was making my money. So I was like, yeah, that cost a lot. So I was like, well, if I go down there and I get a new job and I can build on something, maybe I can, get to making some money and get stable. So it made sense. And then, so then I was supposed to come down here in 2010 around my birthday. But I ended up pushing it back to February because I was trying to get some more money out of my 401k. So she didn't like that. She thought I just wasn't gonna come. She thought I was playing with her. Like, oh, you supposed to come? No, you just push it back. You're not coming. You're not coming. Like, I promise I'm coming. Just gonna push it back 6 months. We'll be fine. After Christmas and get all that, I'll be right there. So she already knew I was coming down. She already knew when I came I was gonna propose. So she had already seen like this little ring that she had seen on commercials that she wanted. She's like, oh babe, I see this ring on the commercials. I want that ring, blah, 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 blah. So like, all right, whatever. When I get the money, I'll get the ring. So I was supposed to get the ring, but the day I got my money, I happened to go to my mother's house and there's a jewelry store around the corner. I just happened to walk in and just see if they carried that ring before I had to order it. And one of the guys that worked there, I knew from my job, old job, like I ain't seen him in 12 years.
Wow.
I used to work at a dealership and he used to come and get his car detailed. He was a jeweler. He had a jeweler shop across from the car dealership. So when I saw him, I was like, hey man, long time no see. So me and him talking, I'm telling him what I'm looking for. He says, yeah, that's a what's called a ring. He said, man, that's everybody can buy that ring. If it's your wife, you want to give her something one of a kind, blah, blah, blah. We just made this ring, blah, blah, blah. There is no other ring like this.
Wow.
So he shows her the ring. I'm like, oh, this is a beautiful ring. So I call her because she was expecting the other ring. So I'm like, I got something. I can get you the ring, but I'm saying this ring right here, it's telling me this. It's the stuff that you like, this, that, and the other. She was like, well, I can't see it because at that time, that was before I had, you had Samsung, you take videos and stuff like this is a long time ago. So,
you couldn't just,
Yeah, you can't just do what you do now. So it was like, she was like, whatever. So my mother just happened to be with me. My mother's trying to tell her, girl, it's beautiful. She's not trying to hear my mother. She's like, look, I want to hear what neither one of you saying. You're supposed to be buying a ring I saw on TV. I want that one. Like, babe, just trust me. Like, I know you want to pick out your own ring, but really it's supposed to be my job to pick out the ring for you. Let me get this ring. I promise you, you're going to be all right. She's like, all right, whatever. So I got it. So I flew down here. Well, actually, excuse me, I drove down here because I drove 21 hours.
That's all right.
And we were chilling at her place. And when Valentine's Day came around, she had picked a spot in the Woodlands where they had the little boat and the little ferry thing.
You have to show us this spot.
And it's got this little waterfall. So I proposed to her right there. She was not excited or like extra because she already had it in her head like, oh, this is what he gonna do with that.
No.
So before I could even do it, she already said, no, this is spot.
So she planned the proposal, huh?
In her head, she already knew. She knew I was gonna do it. And then she knew.
I knew you was gonna propose that day. I just didn't know when and where.
But when we got there, she kind of figured like this is the spot. she wasn't like extra surprised. She was like, right. yeah, I knew it was coming.
It's time.
So put the ring on. She said yes, of course, and we had a good dinner and stuff like that. So
did you like the ring?
At first, no.
You didn't like the ring?
I didn't like it at first,
no.
So it took some getting used to. And then after a lot of compliments and then the actual jewelry store, like when we went and shop for the band and everything like that, like they was like telling me how it's customized and how different it was and all of that. And I started falling in love with it. But at first, no.
So she ain't take my word for it. But when the jeweler told her, hey, you got something special here, she's like, oh, this is it. I'm gonna keep this one.
Like since the jeweler said it.
Absolutely. Oh man.
Like they know what they're talking about, right? That's why they get paid the big bucks to do that, right?
Absolutely. I should have gave them a tip.
Absolutely. So the wedding day.
Your turn. Because you know how much that was.
How long were y'all engaged first? How long were y'all engaged?
Year?
A year.
It would end up being 2 because
I flew down.
Yeah.
We got married in 12.
A year. We were supposed to got married that year you proposed.
Right, and then you gotta push it back.
So that was we'll start there. So
explain the hard part, then we go to the good part. Because that was a mess.
So we actually, before the proposal, we already started planning the wedding. And we decided on a destination wedding. We was trying to think of the easiest way to do it. So we figured a cruise would be the easiest way to do that. So we planned the cruise. So we used someone, what did you do? Your mom knew someone?
Somebody knew it. I think it was
somebody knew the lady, but she wasn't dedicated, like actual, like this was her side gig. And so and that's how she treated it. Like she even told a lot of our guests, like, this is my side.
She made an announcement.
So when they would call her, she was not responsive, and it just got to the point where I became overwhelmed. We had actually like a lot of guests at the time.
And some of them still went. They said, "Skip, I already took my vacation."
So it was
I seen the pictures. It was beautiful.
No, not the wedding.
This is the first
time. We didn't do the cruise.
Yeah.
So, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
So we had about, was it 30 or 50? 50. It was like 50 guests signed up for the cruise, ready to go on the cruise.
Wow.
And then everything just started falling apart from her not being responsive. Just everything was falling apart. I got super overwhelmed, and I was just like, it's done. Like, so I called it off.
3 times.
It wasn't 3 times. I just called it off. Called it off the wedding.
She said it 3 times. But for one call off.
So I called it off.
It's off.
So that happened. So a couple people still did go.
That's great too.
Yeah. So that was that. So after a while, after praying about it and everything else, we decided to go to actually plan the wedding for the next year. Okay. And this time I did it for the people who mattered, which is me and him. Because at the first time I was trying to please everybody, accommodate everybody, care about their concerns. Then I'm playing the middleman because the travel agent wasn't responsive. So I'm trying to do too much at the time. So this time I was like, I ain't worried about nobody. I don't care if anybody come. Everybody who was invited the first one, they invited.
That's correct. So the rules was my mother got to be there, my grandmother got to be there, and a couple other people. But other than that, nobody else comes on. Because if they can't come, I'm not marrying you. I was like, okay.
No, my mother and my grandmother had to be there. That was like who had to be there. Aww. Everybody else, like, yeah, they can come, they come. They can't, they can't. It is what it is. And that was how I approached it. It is what it is. So we planned it, and this time it wasn't a cruise. We actually flew out to the destination. It was in Jamaica. And,
Grand Palladium.
It was beautiful. I remember the pictures. I wish we could put it up on the screen real quick. It was beautiful.
So yeah, we did that. It was a total of 11 of us. Very intimate. It was great.
Isn't it great?
Yeah,
don't forget about the wedding dress issues.
Oh, so I was gonna tell that part next. So like when I said it is what it is, up until the time I said I do, that's what it was. I didn't have so when I planned the first one, my sister mom had purchased a dress for me. So when I called it off, she returned it. So I didn't have a dress. I didn't know. So when I told her like the new date and everything else, so I'm thinking I still have a dress. And so like at the last moment, she told me like this was like a month. So she told me like, yeah, I don't have the dress. So then she started buying dresses and mailing them. Mine, she's in El Paso. So she started buying dresses and mailing them to me. Buying them and mailing. And then like my weight fluctuates. So it was like none of them I could fit. So this happened for the whole month.
Man.
So up until the time we flew out, I just called the people who's gonna be there, like my sister and my mom. And then I had some white dress. I said, bring every white dress you have. I don't care. I'm just gonna wear one of the ones I have. So at the end, so my sister mom ended up flying back home to Flint and met up with my mom, and then they surprised me. They went out and bought a dress, and they surprised me. I didn't know up until when I was getting dressed. So I'm putting on the white dress that I brought because, hey, that's what I got. So my mom, she bring in the wedding dress and she surprised me and it fit perfect.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, so I've never seen, that's one of the actual times I've never seen a wedding dress till she walked down the aisle.
Wow.
I didn't know what she was walking down the aisle in. I was like,
I didn't know what else.
We gonna be surprised. All I know is I was gonna be looking good in my little suit going on. My wife was gonna look good in something. What the something was, I wasn't sure yet. So
it was that.
And the other part that messed up. So since it was only so many of us, most of the people that were there were actually the wedding party. My sister, mom, my brothers. So my brother's girlfriend at the time, which is now his wife, my mother, her grandmother walked around the aisle and she sat. So it was like 3 or 4 people just actually sitting in chairs, but the rest of us was up there.
Gotcha.
My mother had the camera and I hit record, but apparently either I hit it again when I handed it to her and it cut it off, or she hit it when she grabbed it and cut it off. So we don't know which. But the whole time she's filming, she's not filming anything.
Wow. I didn't get no video footage.
So no video. But we already paid for a photographer. So the cool thing was they gave us like some package. It was like $50. You get like some pictures, but you don't get all of them. And if you got to pay more to get all of them, they do 50 on the side. He gave us all of them anyway. So we were good. So we was able to get all the pictures. So at least we had the majority of the pictures of that.
They were beautiful too.
So it was like, it was like, man, if it ain't one thing, it's nothing.
I remember looking at those pictures like, wow, this is a beautiful wedding.
We just kept waking up to the sound of the waves, to the room. We had a room right off the edge. And it was beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Wow. And then the wedding night, they hooked our room up. You talking about put some love in the air. They had the hearts on the bed. They had the things turned into swans, making a little love heart out of that. The bathtub had just been ran. They had rose petals going throughout the whole thing.
We got to write this place down.
They hooked it up.
Nice.
Wow.
So yeah, I took the guy that, but I think I might have took the wrong guy because one guy said he did it, and then found out another guy did it later. This dude just stole this guy's tip.
He's like, yeah, he did the room, and then like the next day, the other guy came up. He's like, you like how we did the room? Like how I did the room? It's like the other guy.
Just say he did.
That is funny.
Wow. But yeah, we was there for a whole week too. All you could eat. I mean, it's all inclusive, so we didn't have to pay for anything. Just eat, swim. They had the infinity pool with the bar.
Nice.
It was, man, we want to go back.
I can see. I want to go.
It was and then we was in the Jamaica part, which they took us on the trip. They took us to the what's the man name they had the bar down there? Margaritaville. So we took it to Margaritaville. So you had Margarita Beach, Seven Sands Beach or whatever it's called.
Okay.
So it was
nice.
If you go out 20 feet, you still see all the way to the bottom of the ocean.
Oh wow! Wow.
So,
okay. So we got to go there.
Oh, we're going for sure. We're going.
Yes, that was a beautiful story.
Yes,
Beautiful
I love
story.
it. I learned a lot today.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So now it's time to play the Know Your Partner game.
Yes, know your partner. Yes, let's see how well y'all know each other.
All right. So once again, the rules are: number one, there are no wrong answers.
No wrong answers.
So you cannot get upset with your partner. Okay, if you guys don't write down the same answer.
Because if you didn't know,
now you know.
Now you know.
Okay. You're gonna learn today. Okay. So we're gonna ask a series of about 7 questions. Okay, you guys ought to write your answers on the cards provided for you. You cannot allow your partner to see what you are writing. You have to keep it a secret.
Yes.
And then we're going to reveal the answer.
Put like one answer per card.
You don't have to. You don't have to. I mean, if you want me to use them, I use them. I mean, you can use them. You can use them. Somebody gave us a bunch of school supplies. They were in it. Okay. So if you guys write down the same answer, you guys can celebrate however it is that you want to celebrate. If you guys write down different answers, then we take shots. Okay.
All of us
You're all taking shots of our chosen of our drink of choice. Okay. We won't put nobody out there. So if you drink of choice, you shoot whatever it is you choose to all right. Okay. So y'all ready?
Yes.
Okay. First question. We ask this question to every couple because the book that this question come from was very strong for our marriage.
Yes, it was.
It actually propelled us forward, helped us get through some hard times.
Definitely.
Okay, so we asked this to every couple. Not sure if you read the book, but we're going to see, right? So I'm not pouring because I think that you guys are going to write down separate answers. I just always get prepared because I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So we're going to finish this bottle up. So we're just going to do little light shots here. Just a little light shot. Yeah. So the first question is, what is, it's liquida, right? So I always say liquida, so that's wrong. It's liquida. What is liquida's? You shooting this too, sweetie? Yes, baby, I'm shooting too. Okay. What is liquida's? Based off the book, The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. What is liquida's primary love language? Write your answers down.
He felt safe when you said the book. Like, okay, yeah, we read that. Let's see if you retained the information.
So based off the book, The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman.
Tell y'all the 5 love languages? Okay, all right. No refresher. Okay.
Primary love language. Liquida, you know your love? You know your primary? Uh-oh. We may have the opportunity.
She needs you to say the 5.
All right, so 5 love languages are, okay, we have acts of service.
Yes, we do.
We have touch.
Yep.
We have quality time. Yep. We have words of affirmation, and we have gifts.
Yes.
Touch, quality time, words of affirmations, acts of service, and gifts.
Yes.
All right, you guys wrote your answers down? All right, go ahead and Kelly, go ahead and reveal what is liquida's.
Touching, affirmation, quality time. In that order.
Oh.
So touch would be primary.
Touch is number 1.
Liquida, what do you have for your primary love language?
Quality time.
Quality time.
Okay, I guess we drink it.
We are going to take a shot to touch and quality.
She has to pour her water shot.
You done put her out there.
Yeah, I did. I showed it.
Just because she didn't write down touch, you're just gonna put her out there.
It is such, so she knows it.
All right, we're gonna take a shot to salute to touch and quality time.
Touch and quality
because
time.
Those are actually my 2 top love languages.
All right.
All right, so
how are you guys gonna do this game?
Question number 2 as we pour. What is Kelly's primary love language based off the book, The 5 Love Languages?
We can give them to you again if you like.
By Gary Chapman. What is Kelly's primary
Yeah, hand me your shot.
Love language.
Shot
I should
glass.
get this one right.
You're gonna finish this bottle off pretty quickly, I see.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. You may still have some left.
Wow.
There you go. All
All
right.
right. So you guys got your answers? Wrote your answers down? All right, Laquita. So go ahead and reveal your answers. What is Kelly's primary love language?
Touch.
Touch.
Oh.
All right. That's what you wrote down, right? All right, great.
All right. Y'all can celebrate if y'all
Y'all can
want.
celebrate. Y'all can high five, kiss.
Nope, I ain't celebrating.
All right. So for the next two questions, we're going to turn it over to Mrs. Jones.
Turn it over to me.
Yes. She's going to ask the next two questions.
I am. So I'm going to start with you, and it's Laquita, right?
Lee.
See?
Everything is long
Everybody
E.
else just call me Quita.
We should know
Quita.
it,
Who's
though.
going to go Quita? But everything is long E.
Yeah.
Okay,
Quita.
Lee.
You should
Lee,
know
like
it.
Bruce
I would
Lee.
do
Lee, okay. Look at him. He getting on us.
that.
We deserve it. We
I
deserve
can
it.
say Bashar and Kiana. I mean, I don't know how you can't say.
I think that's so unfair. So unfair.
So you can say Bashari after what, 16 years?
You kept Lee Quita a secret for like 7 years.
No, I didn't.
I think you did.
No, I
I
didn't.
think I found
We
out
just didn't
about-
see you for 7 years. I didn't keep it a secret.
What? That is not true.
That is true.
Okay, I'm good to my questions. We're gonna deal with this after this podcast. Not true. Not true. Okay, so my question is a little unorthodox, but what is Kelly's favorite smell? Scent, smell, however you want to word it.
Okay.
I know, right? Mm-hmm. I know, right? Mm-hmm.
When he comes in the room, like, oh man, that smell good.
Mm-hmm. What does he like the smell of? What smells good to Kelly?
You never came in the room and said, man, that smell good.
Ooh, that smell good.
It's like a fresh.
I don't even know what to put. Like, I'm lost. I don't know what she gonna put. This one, we definitely take a shot on this one.
You already?
You got your answer written down?
Yeah, I'm gonna hear
Let's
this
start
one.
with Kelly. Kelly, what's your favorite smell?
I don't know what. I don't think I have one, but the first thing I can think of is I love snacks and chocolate is like my favorite thing. So
There
I
you
put chocolate.
go.
The
What you
scent
put?
of smell of chocolate.
I just put food.
I'm gonna get that too.
So I mean, chocolate is food, but it's not. I mean, that food can be. I mean, that could be quesadillas,
Taco.
pizza.
Oh yeah, we're taking a shot. Okay, let's take a shot to that one. That is.
And you know what's funny? I don't even know if Bashari likes sweets. I would probably say cinnamon rolls. What would you say would be your favorite?
My
smell?
favorite smell.
I would say cinnamon rolls. Let's some cinnamon rolls.
Because there is
today.
something that I like to smell. I would probably say the smell of fresh baked pastry.
Yes.
Would be one of my favorites.
Boom, that would have been a win. Cinnamon
All right.
rolls.
So shot to chocolate.
Yes.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Until Kelly discovers what his favorite smell really is.
What would you say my favorite smell is, babe?
Somebody getting out the shower.
Fresh and clean. I like
Fresh
fresh
and
and clean. I don't care what it is. Fresh and clean. I like the smell
So
of
fresh and so clean.
As long as it smells like a fresh summer's day.
it.
What's next?
So we're going to reverse that question.
Of course.
And we're going to ask you, what is Quita's
Oh yeah, we definitely take a shot.
favorite smell?
Let me-
I mean, you don't know. That's funny that I knew yours though, babe, because we never asked each other those questions. But
Mm-mm.
I'm sorry, y'all can't run the podcast, ask other people questions. I know the answers. I'm just saying that for now. For
just so you know that we're not biased on our questions.
I'm just saying. Y'all should at least know the answers to all questions. I'm just saying.
We figured it out though, didn't
But we had a takeover day where actually Tiff and Greg sat in our seat
Yes, and
and
they
they actually
interviewed us.
asked us the questions,
I
but they
think-
asked their own questions.
Yeah, they said they wasn't gonna do our
So
questions.
maybe one day you guys can come over and do a takeover.
Y'all can do that.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
I'm nervous.
She's already thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to remember one day she came in the house or she said, man, that smells good.
Oh, that smells good. Everybody got something they like the way it smells. They just probably never think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you should probably do some Jeopardy music or something.
I'm not going to hurt the ears of the listeners with my singing.
Yes. Do-do, look, do-do. No, I'm just joking. So, Kelly, you wrote your answer down? He's still thinking. Look at him. He's unsure.
I don't even think.
I don't even think Quita know her favorite smell.
Look like she writing books. It's almost like she wrote a complete sentence. I like the smell of
capital letters and periods. So you have your answer?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, you go ahead and tell us what your favorite is.
I said sweet aromas or scented oils.
So
I was thinking that first, and then I went with fresh laundry because she got those little things that you put in there to make the laundry smell good. The little pebble things that you put on top.
Yeah.
So she's been doing that a lot lately. So I went with that, but obviously I'm wrong. So shot.
But that was good though. That was good because
she does have a lot of scented candles. So I didn't know which way to go with that.
She said, "Did you get it? Sweet smell. That's something you should. That's a learning.
Yeah.
Sweet smell.
I'm learning that I like shots.
This
all right,
salute.
It's a sweet smell. It's a sweet essential oils. There you go.
But that was what I was going to put the first time. And I scratched that out and went with fresh laundry.
So you did know though.
All right, so we got 3 more questions. So getting a little thin here.
Okay, it's on you, babes.
All right, so this is my nerd question. This is where I get to be a nerd.
Give me a cup.
Okay. I don't know if you guys are into this stuff at all, but it's very popular. So, I mean, you guys are going to know something about it. Okay. So my nerd question of the day is, if Quita was able to turn into her favorite superhero, who would that superhero be? They could be DC, Marvel, Warner Brothers.
Well, see, that's a funny question because whenever we go watch these shows, she sleeps. So I don't know what she like to be with. So that is a good question. See my wife ask. That's the question.
If Quita could turn into her favorite superhero,
Who would that
superhero be?
I can't wait to hear this answer. Look at her.
She go like, I was
I remember who superheroes are.
I was asleep.
Oh Lordy, that was a good one.
Mm-hmm. You know you're a superhero. You know you got some magical powers over there. Mm-hmm. I can tell Kelly like this question, huh?
That's what I'm gonna go with. I'm taking a shot anyway. I'm going with this.
Okay, y'all got your answer?
Yeah.
All right. So Kelly, if Quita was able to turn to her favorite superhero, who do you have?
I just went with Catwoman.
Catwoman?
Yeah, no. She-Ra.
She-Ra.
Wow. See, I would have never got that.
We got that
Never, ever would have got that. Yeah, let's drink to that.
I love She-Ra.
To She-Ra.
That's a good one. She-Ra.
I ain't even heard that name about 30 years.
Man.
Yes, y'all, Black Planet.
Right. So we exposing all the ages on this one. Black Planet, She-Ra.
And people like, who?
Gonna be able to like, hey, good times.
I would have never guessed that. That's a good answer, though.
Yeah.
That was our first time getting that answer.
Yeah.
I bet I picked you last time you get that answer, too.
That was a good answer.
Hey, man, we've had some answers on this space, but next question is
it on me?
If Kelly
we're flipping it.
Oh, this is easy. She
turn into his favorite superhero,
we should have to take a shot on this one.
who would that superhero be?
I'm ready.
Just ask her.
She got it.
She ready?
She better have this.
Now you gotta write your answer down.
She said, I'm ready. I don't need to write this down. You wrote it down already? Oh, she already wrote it. We need to see her write it down. Oh, she is.
All right, Quita. So if Kelly could turn into his favorite superhero, who would that superhero be?
Batman.
Batman?
Yeah, it's about the only time she got something right.
That's the second question you guys got right.
Yes!
You're asking 7. We got 2. That is not a good. That is not a good. No, listen. So listen.
I am very good at math.
Sorry.
That is not a good percentage.
No, listen. I'm sorry. That is not the question. The second question I got right. That's the second question you guys got the same because there are no wrong answers. No wrong answers.
Talk about all these wrong answers.
All right, so we got a little bit of time.
So my question.
We're gonna do 2 more.
Oh, but you sure we got enough? The last 2 more questions.
I'll tell you what. You want to do the true last, and then if we got time, we'll add on.
No, I'm gonna ask this one.
Okay.
Ooh, she got good with that one. She's like, I'm like, I'm asking this one.
It's a question that we got hit with.
Okay.
And it's such
and it was a good question. We was like, oh, that's pretty good.
So it doesn't reverse back and forth because you both get to give your answer.
Right. And we're going to shoot to the answer anyway, so it don't even matter. The last 2 questions we're going to take a shot to anyway.
That is true. Okay. So if you were to describe your relationship in a movie, what movie would that be?
Ooh, I like that.
I know, right?
That's a good question. That was Tiffany.
Tiffany originated that. Yes, she did. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you. Appreciate you.
That was from the takeover.
That was from the takeover.
I don't know names of none of the movies.
You describe it. Describe the movie.
The movie
we
probably
know. We watch a lot of movies.
Yeah.
So do I.
We love movies.
You know, the movie when such happened.
When we leave here, we're gonna drop Kyrie off, go to the cut. I'm gonna go watch Uncharted.
They going to watch a movie. So, are y'all thinking about the movie?
I'm trying to think of what movie to use.
Yes, this is good.
I mean, just use one of all the black movies you be watching. No
table talking, baby.
No table talking.
That's table talking. You can't give no hints, no clues.
No.
We want to hear the sound of the pen. I can tell you this
for a fact. We're not saying the same movie.
We want to hear the sound of the pen hitting the cards.
That is not going to happen. I'm trying to think of the name of the movie I want to use. That is a good question. Very good. I like that one.
Because we had 2 different answers.
We did.
But they were both really good answers.
They were. I remember my answer. I don't think I remember your answer. Oh, I think I do remember your answer. We'll share our answers when y'all get done. But my sister hit us with that. We don't want y'all stealing our answers. No, we don't. We're going to have to save it. Yeah, my sister hit us with this, and I was like, ooh, it took me a minute to answer.
I'm trying to think of the name of titles right now.
You just describe it because we do got to get to we got to ask the last question. So if you don't know the name of it, just describe it, and we'll figure out the name of it together.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Did you write down your answer? You still thinking?
I'm still thinking. Lord.
I know.
This was to pray about it.
She said they got to pray about it. We need a break. Look.
Because I already got a movie for y'all.
Oh.
Actually, it was my answer to ours.
I think I remember your answer. I can't ask you right now.
It was one of your favorite movies.
I'm trying to think.
But I would use my answer for.
I think I remember what you said, but I'm gonna wait until they answer to.
I'm gonna use the movie.
It took us a minute to answer to. I'm not gonna lie. That is a good question. Write down who's in it. Write down the plot if you can't remember the name of it. Yeah, you can't say it out loud though. We won't get no clues because. You know, Quita over here, she looking real stuck.
I am.
Not much of a movie person.
No.
She watch movies with me. But she usually goes to sleep when I watch movies.
It's nap time.
Take a little nap. She catch either the beginning and the end, or the middle to the end, or just the end, depending on when she goes. Because if the movie start off good, she'll catch it. If it start off slow, she goes to sleep.
Oh, it's got to get her in the beginning.
It's got to catch her like right there. First 5 minutes, may catch her, she's not.
Like they need to have an explosion, a war right in the beginning of the movie. Like boom, 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 boom. All right, you got me. I'm like, all right, you got me.
I'm like really big and hard.
That was a good question. That's why
I'm about to start asking people this too. Just walk up randomly.
It's gonna be a new YouTube channel.
Yes.
All right, run out of time. So what we're gonna do is we about to run with Kelly's answer.
I was thinking of. We actually watched this movie a little while ago. It's a movie with I think Scott Eastwood, but him and this girl meet, and he's a cowboy. He rides bulls, and he's throwing his back out, and then he starts riding bulls again, and she's worried about him. But it's just a difference in two different people living two different lives. So she's more like a curator. So she runs like their own little painting murals and all that stuff, and so they ended up making it work. And she had a decision to make where she could leave him, and they ended up staying together. So she had a decision to leave me, but we ended up staying together. So that's what made me think of that movie. It was a good love story. That movie?
I don't.
No,
you said Clint Eastwood.
Scott Eastwood, his son.
Scott Eastwood.
It came out like 2 years ago, but I forgot it's writing.
You're gonna have to Google his
name. I wouldn't remember.
You got permission to Google.
Right. What I would have chose for y'all was Sleepless in Seattle.
That's what you said.
Because they met online.
Yeah, they met online on that.
With Tom Hanks.
That was his answer for
us because we went by wrong number.
The Longest Ride. That's the name of it.
The Longest.
I think
I've seen that. Yeah, we've seen that.
I've seen that. He was a baseball player, right?
No. He rolled bulls.
Who was
the main
character you said?
Scott Eastwood. Not Clint Eastwood, his son.
I remember that, but I remember The Longest Ride.
I remember the name.
That was I watched that with you because I don't do chick flicks like that.
Yeah, I watched chick flicks for her. Yeah. We watched that, and we watched that, and it was like good. But the only reason I pick it is because there were two different people, two different ways, and they ended up still trying to make it work, and it worked out for them.
Wow,
nice.
So you said Sleepless.
So we have two different avenues that we go by, but we still make it work. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, y'all total opposites. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's what made me think of that movie.
Most couples are.
That is true because we're definitely opposite.
All right, so The Longest Ride.
The Longest Ride. Woo.
All right, so last question is, we asked everybody this question. We drink to this question.
This could have been an easy win.
We drink to this one. Well, I mean, the whole purpose of this whole game is really to drink. So
yeah, we see that.
We appreciate you because
Shari's purpose of this game.
I mean, I came up with the game.
Absolutely. So, I can see that being. I can see that.
And we had two couples that got every answer right. So I had
in the history of the love.
So at that point, it's like, okay, I got to find reasons for us to drink now because they're getting everything.
He was like, we're gonna celebrate. Let's drink.
Like we just drank to the same answers. All right, so last question. We do drink to this one. That's why another reason why I said we're gonna drink to the last ones because we're just gonna salute the answer. But the last question is, who would be
the
Beans' favorite power couple? They don't have to be famous. No, what I mean by power, which means they inspire you.
Yes.
When y'all look at this couple, y'all like, that's the standard.
Yes.
Like that keeps me going. That's motivation to say, you know what? Couple goals, relationship goals. Yes. When y'all see this couple, y'all thinking like, man, I will. That's inspiring.
Baby, that's us.
I can inspire them to be that way. So, what would be? Shout out to the baby. What's going on, little man? I was gonna put him on camera. He ran away. See, I know how to get him to run away. But so who would be the Beans' favorite power couple? And we've had some answers. I ain't gonna give you no hints, but we've had some answers.
That has been the most interesting of all of our answers.
I know what I'm putting. I just want to see what you put.
I will give you guys one answer that we got. Somebody actually said the Joneses, us.
They did.
Yeah, you're not powerful. I love you guys. No.
It's okay.
Not your favorite?
But I will tell you this. I am very impressed with you guys, and I'm always supportive of you guys with everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
Whether it be the painting nights or the dancing things, and we
will be getting that started very soon.
And she's more mad at me that I'm not off on weekends, so we could do some of the stuff with you. To be honest with you, she was like, "I want to go dance too." And then that one time we were there and took the pictures. Well, we could just stay dance, babe. I got some, but we could just stay dance.
We got to choose Sundays just for you.
Well, you always say that, but then it's always on Saturday.
No, but today,
you know what?
This is the Kelly I be talking about. You see this Kelly I'm talking about?
What couple you go right now? I pick one that.
Even if it's due Saturdays, we're gonna do Sundays. We'll come to Katie and just teach the Beans.
Ooh,
I want to say the Kellys.
So they get private.
We'll come teach the Beans how to dance. That's when the shots. That's when the shots are working. Y'all the Kellys. Mr. and Mrs. Kelly. All right, so you guys got your
right now. I'm waiting on her to see what she put.
You got your answer?
She ain't got nothing yet. Still thinking.
So you don't like nobody, huh? It's like they all suck. No, I'm just playing.
Well, the thing is, I wrote down this couple only because it's the first thing I can think of, but we don't really ever look at other couples and say, babe, that this inspired me or this inspired me.
Wow, okay. No, and some people are like that. I'm not going to tell you the answer that one couple gave us, that one person.
Not yet.
One half of the couple gave us a certain answer. I'm not going to tell you that.
We will in a minute.
But we will in a minute. We got 8 minutes left on the show, so we got to write an answer down, or we're just going to go with Kelly's answer. Okay. And that's going to be our couple.
She right, baby.
Okay.
She participating. Look at her. This was hard, though. We've been challenging Quita today.
Well, I thought this was an easier question, but hey, we never know.
I want to hear your answer.
So we want to hear your answer first.
This only one I can really think about. I just said my pastor and first lady.
Oh,
there you go.
And I put the same thing.
Y'all got this answer right. I love that y'all got the same answer.
No, that's great.
Let's toast to your pastor
and first lady. And what's the names?
Pastor Johnson and First Lady Johnson.
All right.
Well, see, the only reason I put them is they have a book out on marriages, and whenever we're in church and they're doing anything about couples, we're pretty much paying attention. And she bought the book, and
okay,
she even did they even did a tour, and she was there and helped out with them when they were doing this.
Wow,
nice.
We're gonna have to get you to help us out.
Right, exactly.
I'm not joking.
Yeah, we about to put together some things with some couples.
I really want to put together some stuff for couples, and maybe you can help me out with some of that.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I like that. Yeah.
Absolutely. So with a little bit of time that we have left, what we want to do is we want to promote you guys because we know that you guys got things going on.
Power couple.
Okay, power couples, So we want you guys to promote exactly what it is that you do.
Yes.
And also let them know where they can find you on social media so that way if they need you, they can find you.
Okay. So I'm a licensed Texas real estate agent. Work primarily in Houston area, all the surrounding areas in Houston. You can find me on all social media platforms, THR Realty Group, the letter THR Realty Group on all platforms. You can also reach me by phone, 346-333-0723. I help with purchasing, selling, investments, and rental apartments or rental houses. So I do it all.
Yes,
absolutely.
That's what's up.
Absolutely.
What about you, Kelly? We know you the man over there.
Absolutely. You don't hooked us up plenty of times.
Numerous.
Kelvin Bean, Joe Myers Toyota on 290 in Eldridge. You can reach me at 313-729-0139. Sell new or used vehicles, and I'll hook you up.
I thought you left Joe Myers.
I did for 6 months and went back.
Okay. Joe Myers.
Toyota.
Joe Myers.
And Kelly is good at what he does.
He is.
Okay.
Very fair, very honest.
We bought cars from Kelly. We actually got 2 cars from Kelly.
Yes, we have. It's about time to get a third one from Kelly.
My wife's mother got a couple cars from Kelly.
Yes, she has.
Okay, so when we ready to go get cars, we go see Kelly.
Yes, we do.
Right, so absolutely for you Houstonians, come and buy a car from Kelly. Yes. Or if you don't live in Houston, in Texas, fly to Texas. Come to Houston.
And drive your car back.
Drive your car back home.
I like that. So what was the answer the other couple gave you?
Oh, actually, the guy was like them. They're their own favorite power couple.
He said they was their favorite power. That was one of our favorite answers.
That was a great answer.
Of course, us being a power couple really blew us all up. Caught us by surprise, but that was sweet. And then another one that we got which
is on our TikTok because it was so hilarious.
Was
that it was George and Weezy.
From the they moving on up. Come on.
That was Greg, Tiffany's husband. He said, they moving on up.
She just became real estate license. I see it. They about to do some big things.
Yes. Absolutely. So our last couple of minutes, we want you guys to share with people. So how long have you guys been married? Did we talk about that?
Almost 10 years now. Wow. 10 years in June.
10 years in
That's
June.
Amazing.
That's amazing. And when
June 9th.
you know, and in 10 years, after 10 years for us has been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it'll be 17 years in April for us.
Yes, it will.
So
I forgot y'all been together that long.
Yes.
yeah, it's been a long
I
time.
remember when
Yes.
Shari first got
It's like,
who's this guy?
it's like, yeah, like me and Kelly are like actually friends now. Like we're actually friends. Like we go play basketball together and stuff. Like we actually hang out. But it's funny because me and Kelly are actually friends. Like we actually go play basketball together and we actually hang out together. So it's like, yeah, it's been that long. It's been long enough for us to actually go and hang out and do stuff outside of the family.
Hung out before, but I think it was just weird at first.
It probably was.
I think it was just more weird.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it was.
But since we've been in Houston, we actually hung out, you know, together and played basketball and did stuff outside of the family.
Yes, sir.
So we just wasted 2 minutes talking about that. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. That was a great thing that me and Kelly hang out. The last thing is that, and we got literally 2 minutes to do this. What would be something that you guys maybe have heard? It could be from your pastors or a book that you read or something that inspired you to keep your marriage together. So what is one tip that you can give the listeners that has inspired you to keep that marriage together?
Ladies first.
I would say never go to bed mad at each other. Always keep the line of communication open.
Yes.
And always cover one another in prayer.
Oh, I love that. What about you, Kelly?
I would say, I think the biggest thing is never put outside things in front of your family. So if outside people are making comments about what they think should be going on inside your household, you're letting other people run your household. And I don't think you should do that. I think that's where a lot of problems come through in any kind of relationship, marriage, or even if you're just dating. When you start letting everybody else dictate what should be happening. So I think that's one of the biggest things I would just say to people. Just don't let outside forces try to control what's going on inside your house.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That was something that we had to learn.
Yes, we did.
Absolutely. So great tips. Okay, so as you guys hear that this couple know what they're talking about.
Yes, they do.
Because both of those tips were great tips.
Yes, they were.
That is something that the Joneses, we actually implement in our marriage as well. We don't go to bed mad at each other. Okay, we keep the lines of communication open. We've actually gotten really good at communication.
We have.
And we keep everybody out of our business because the Joneses business ain't none of y'all business, right? So we want to thank the Beans for being on today. And we appreciate you guys for coming in and having fun with us.
Thank you.
And I think she enjoyed herself more than she thought she would.
I told you it wasn't gonna be crazy. Like, you know, we wasn't gonna, you know, it wasn't gonna be no cult stuff or nothing. Nothing crazy, right? So we appreciate all the listeners for listening in. We got to give a shout out to Michael Sandman Sanderlin, Sandbox Radio, for allowing us to be on this platform. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, remember to like and subscribe and share this with as many married people that you know or people who want to be married. Make sure that you share this with them because you never know what can inspire another couple. And we will see you guys next week with another powerful couple. Peace out, family.
Bye.
Bye.